Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button. And if you're a regular subscriber, welcome back. Today's video is an addition to my ACCA series. I know I have not touched on ACCA in a long time, but I am back. So I thought I might as well give you an update on how it's been 1 year since I qualified. So I actually qualified around this time last year. So for those of you who are not fully aware of what it takes to qualify, the long and short of it is you need to do about 13 exams. So that's applied knowledge, applied skills, then professional level exams. And then you also need to get 3 years practical experience, and you need to achieve all the performance objectives. I think there are about 14 in total. I have a whole video on this. So there's some mandatory ones and some technical optional ones. So depending on what you want to specialize in, you can then make sure you tailor your experience to that. But anyway, this video is not about all that. This video is to encourage you and to show you that there's life after ACCA. So I did get this question from one of you. I can't remember who exactly, but basically you asked, has ACCA really helped me in my life right now? And I just thought, let me get you up to speed with what I've been up to and how I feel ACCA has helped me. And hopefully this can encourage you if you're on your journey to make sure you finish it, because there is life after ACCA. So the main way I would say ACCA has helped me is to make a career transition. So if you're new to my channel, you may not have seen my video where I basically talked about changing from risk consulting to strategy consulting. So previously I was what you'd call an IT auditor, just a fancy way of putting it. I was a tech risk consultant, but essentially I did what an IT auditor does, except I wasn't an external auditor. I was more on the controls advisory side. So if auditors find any issues with the controls, of course from an IT perspective, so if any of the automated controls have an issue or the observations or there's even lack of controls, would come in and work with the client to basically upgrade their controls environment. So that was mainly what I was doing for 5 years. And conveniently, around the time that I was qualifying for my ACCA, I made a transition into strategy and transformation consulting. Now, people can argue that I may have been able to make the transition with or without ACCA. However, I believe my ACCA helped a very big bit, because for me to be able to transition into more strategy, more business aligned, performance aligned type of work from risk and not take a pay cut but actually get a pay rise is not everyday thing. Like many people, when they change their line of job, they usually have to maybe take a step back on maybe like a cut in their salary or a cut in their position. So for me, it was more like a lateral move, but actually resulted in a pay increase. And I believe ACCA had a very big part to play with that, because especially I specialized in performance management and advanced audit and assurance. Of course, the audit and assurance wasn't really part and parcel of what my role is right now, but the performance management, because I did advanced performance management, I believe this played a very big part, and it also shows in my everyday. So my first project when I moved to my new firm, I was a cost model specialist. Now imagine moving from IT audit, where you're auditing systems, to doing cost modeling. Never in my life would I have thought I can even be considered for that, because the way my role works is, as much as I have joined the tech strategy and transformation team, you are placed in different projects based on your skills. And the minute they say I've done ACCA, they're comfortable enough to resource me onto a cost modeling role. I'd never done that before, but because of ACCA, I was not completely blind of what I needed to do. Also, in my current role right now, where I am a service model lead, so I'm supporting a service transition. As I mentioned, it's a tech strategy and transformation team. So we do a lot, we help clients a lot with their digital transformations. The fact that I'm doing this role, I know you might think it's more, I should be doing maybe more agile certifications, which is actually something I'm thinking of doing. Look out for my next video where I'll talk about what certifications I have in the pipeline. But my performance management played a big role. It continues to play a big role, because whether it's IT focused or whether it's a business focused transformation, performance management is the same everywhere. How you manage it, how you need to have it in mind, and I see it playing into my day-to-day. So I would say I have probably not even made a lot of use of my ACCA yet. I believe there's even more to come, especially as I move into more strategy type of roles, because I do want to get closer and closer to the C-suite. I believe my ACCA will come in terms of giving me the big picture, because at the end of the day, all these companies that we work for, they want to make profit. And that's how businesses run. So yeah, I think it was very useful. And I think it's continuously useful to continue getting certification, not just ACCA. Don't be limited by ACCA. Look at what is trending in the market. Look at what the role you're envisioning yourself in needs. And I believe ACCA just helps give you that foundation, but it's not just the only thing. You do need other certifications, so just keep getting them. Legitimize your experience, and who knows what's in store for you in the future. Let me know also, sorry, I said bye too prematurely. Let me know where you are in your ACCA journey. If there are any specific things you think you'd like to get my insight on, I will do a Q&A one of these days. So I've not forgotten about you guys. So make sure to engage in the comments and I will get back to you. Bye.